Hey guys, Sylvanat Games here. Another quick video, this time on the mod Spotlight map, or what's also known as Talamh map, on the Atlantis cluster of unofficial servers. Came back on today after a week of not being on. Had a quick scout around the area and found myself a 150 Giga, so I thought I'd put a video on and show you how the tranq turret's doing. I ran it into the trap as normal and then shut the gates on it, and I used a Managama. I forgot to start the video earlier, but anyway, Giga's in the trap. It's easy enough to draw a Giga into a trap like that. Very simple trap. Metal, behemoth gateway and gates, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small gates, and you just put them in that configuration. You have the gates facing inwards when they're open. Draw the Giga in. It tries to turn around. As it's trying to turn around, you run and shut the door. So that's the way to get the Giga in the trap. And this is the SS tranq turret. Started off with 800 darts in there, down to 600 now. And there's the Giga, nearly halfway. And I'm not doing the right lot myself. No, trying to fire the long neck rifle 450 or 500 times, and no hurting my index finger holding the mouse button down. And no annoying lag delays associated with the long neck rifle and it constantly refusing to fire. You can just sit here and let the tranq turret do its business. And I think, to be fair, it's a reasonable thing to provide players as the tranq turret, because you still have to make it, you still have to make all the shocking tranq darts that go inside it. So it's not like you're cheating on a resource front. You would stand here anyway, firing your long neck, so I'm stood here anyway watching. There's no difference other than preventing me having to click the left mouse button 550 times, especially on a 150 Giga. So for me, I think the tranq turret is a fair addition to the game, and I think it should be added to official. Don't know what it would do to PvP, and I've never played PvP, not my cup of tea, but I would imagine it's probably too powerful for PvP, because if you've got a load of armour and you've got a load of hit points, this will just completely ignore that, because it would be torpor, and you'd go down through torpor and then someone would just come along and kill you. So for PvP maybe not, but for PvE I think it's a fair call. So while that's carrying on, I'll give you a quick tour of the trap I built. So I've actually got a tech generator down here, and that tech generator is powering. I'll just use this. This is in case you haven't seen this before, this is the SS tech elevator. Very simple. Stand on it, hit jump, you go up to the one above. If you hit crouch, you go down to the one below. So up, down. It's that simple. No messing around. These SS people, I don't know who designed that mod, but they love the simple stuff, and that's great. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so what I've done is, you've probably seen a previous video of me tranqing, and I only had the foundation. I only had the foundations about 3 or 4 high, and the Giga could hit the platform. It's actually aggroing on me, which is slowing down the tranq process, but never mind. So I had to dismantle it and take it to another height, and I thought, well, if I'm going to take it to another height, I'll install an easy way up. I used to have a ladder up the back, so I installed this tech elevator, and then on the top, because the tranq turret uses shocking tranquilizer darts, I decided to put a fridge up the top, which is also obviously powered by the tech generator below, and put the shocking tranq darts in here, and I also put a ton of narcotic in here. And yeah, that's because when the Giga starts to, once it's been knocked out, Gigas lose their torpor extremely fast once they start losing it. So you need some tranq immediately available to keep it unconscious. Sorry, you need some narcotic immediately available. And what I'm going to do to improve this further, because I did notice 1 or 2 of the attacks from the Giga right at the start did actually hit my structure. So I'm not going to move it back, but what I am going to do is change it into be made of metal. Once it's made of metal, then it's invulnerable. As you can see, the Giga's attacking the metal there. damage to my stuff would be showing in yellow. That 250 damage is being caused by the turret. But actually when you check out the health, I think there's maybe a bug. Because I think if that was doing 250 damage a hit, it would be taking, well, if you look, its health's actually going up, not going down. The only health it's taken is from my long neck. 182 damage. Yeah, so it's taking health damage from my long neck, but it doesn't take any damage from the tranq turret. So that 250, I don't know why it shows that. It's not being applied to the Giga. So you're not going to kill it, which is good news. And we're nearly there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my Giga out, and I'm going to go and actually I'll get my mana gamma out. Oh, it's actually, that tranq turret stopped now. It's I've moved over there and it's aggroed on me and it's out of range now. Typical. So I might need to move the tranq turret a little, maybe one more ceiling over. One more ceiling over and point it down more rather than across. I don't want to lose the torpor I've got so far on that 150 Giga. So, and this is not spawned in, this is a wild 150 that I happened to find this morning, which was blind luck. Yeah, so it's either out of darts, no, it's not out of darts. What I might do actually is just watch its torpor. Strange, you can't actually, there we go, very strange. Just watch its torpor. As you can see, it's because it's had essentially 500 tranq darts in it, the torpor's still going up. So I probably won't need to fire anymore. After 500 darts is probably enough. So I'm just going to watch that. If it stops, then I'll start firing it with a long neck. Obviously I need to make a few more improvements because that the tranq turret's not hitting its marks, not attacking anymore, which is strange. It seemed to be when I moved away, moved to the side, aggroed on me and must have somehow gone out of range. I'm wondering if it stopped because there's enough tranq in it to knock it out. That would be a useful thing. I'll pop another one in it just to make sure it doesn't suddenly start going down. Oh, that was the tranq turret started firing. Oh, I wonder if it's attacking something else. Oh, that's why. It's knocked out a baryonyx down there. Ah, so it's targeting other things. So I'm going to have to change the settings. I think you can change the settings to Giga only. Turret options. Yeah, I think let's just get it to Giga only. Giganotosaurus, inclusion, accept. Still not doing it. Anyway, it's going to be knocked out by the tranq darts that it's already received. And there it goes, 150 Giga, wild tame, knocked down. So, now what I've realised is I've got no food. So I'm just going to quickly port back to base, using my teleporter. Grab some kibble. And go back to my Giga trap. Absolutely love the teleport system, the SS teleport system. These tiny little teleporters you don't need to faff on with the ginormous ones. Okay, we will check. What I don't want is it to be. I saw a shadow man before and I'm a bit worried that they can't seem to access his inventory, which is interesting. There's a shadow man over there. There we go, we're in. Okay, great. So, kibble in. Now, I'm going to get my mana gamma out and quickly go and kill that thing because I'm really worried it comes over and ruins my tame. That would be typical just as you've got it down. So looking, I'm also going to put my, oops, I'm just going to put my tech helmet on. Toggle helmet visor. Just to see if there's any other. Baryonyx might have been the thing that interrupted the tranq. So maybe I have to sort out those settings better next time. So I think by now it'll maybe have started to. No, it still hasn't started to decrease unconsciousness, but its food's going down, which is fine. We've got some narcotic ready, so we're basically ready to go. I'm just worried something. There are Spino and Baryonyx and things. I may actually put some. Yeah, I think I'll put some fencing along there to improve the trap, just to stop the tranq turret targeting anything else. There's nothing here right now, but clearly a Baryonyx came out the water and my tranq turret retargeted it and never went back to the Giga. So we shall go back up on our. I need to put a little thing on there so I don't have to jump onto there every time. And we'll knock that off and we'll put the darts back into the thing, and then we'll run down and we'll make sure that just have a look at it. There we go. See, so its torpor's starting to go down. So this is what I was showing you before. Look at its torpor. Look how fast it's going down. Literally 1,000 or 1,000 every few seconds. So we'll let it get down to. So basically, let it get down to a big chunk, and then you just pile in a load of narcotic, and it'll never get back up to max torpor again. So I tend to just stick in 100. If it was unofficial, maybe I'd let it get down to half, and then just pile in 400 or 500 narcotic, and then you can just walk away and it tames itself. On this server, I suspect it's going to be tamed after 2 or 3 kibble, so that's probably enough. And we will pop up here to make sure we put this away so I don't get any aggro on this from elsewhere. Obviously there are shadow men in the same area, and they do spawn in groups of 3 suddenly, and yeah, we don't want them spawning right on top of us while we're taming a 150 gig. So we'll come up here. It won't. Shadow men won't attack the Giga because it's not its prey. It will try and attack me. So being up here, nice and safe, and we can just sit back. That's a 1 kibble. Took it to 82.8% there, so we are fine. So hopefully this is going to be a perfect Tame 150, which is the first one I've ever done. Obviously not unofficial right now, but I suspect the exact same trap would work fine. Instead, obviously they don't have the tranq turret, so I'd need to long neck it down, but this would certainly work unofficial. Yeah, so maybe a few more improvements. I've noticed it wasn't all that easy. I'll say that it was quite easy to get it into the trap. I'm just thinking of maybe putting a few more gates on the other side to kind of funnel it in. So maybe put some an obtuse angle, kind of a few out, and then I can funnel it into the trap. Maybe put an extra gate. I could put an extra gate on, so I've kind of got an airlock type system as well. That way, maybe shut the last door. Yeah, maybe airlock it in. Maybe that would be an improvement. There is a little bit of danger when you walk up and shut the gate, that it's facing you and it can kill you. It should be nearly there. Let's just check it. Make sure its torpor's not going down too far. Yeah, it won't be long now, I think. And we'll have a 150. We'll have a 224 Giga. Yeah, so I do like this Tame in progress. This was a massive improvement to the game. And the ability to find your Tame as well, especially in early game. You know, an early game when you're taming something, you're on foot and you get lost in the forest and you can't remember where the thing you're taming was. This is perfect. So the first one went down. The first kibble went quite quickly. Second kibble's taking an age, so I'm assuming it'll be very soon. Maybe at 200. Let's see. This is the only tame where I don't use stimberries to speed up the process, because you would be dancing with death if you use stimberries on this. Its torpor goes down so fast. You're likely to wake the Giga up, and once you've put the stimberries in, you can't take them out. You have to completely clear before necrotic kicks in again. So yeah, my usual process would be see what the torpor value of the creature is. If it's a couple of thousand, then I'll throw in 100 stimberries, or maybe 10 stimulants or something like that. And then straight away I'll throw in 100 narcotic as well, and you can walk away and leave most tames, and the stimberries will do its job. They'll knock its torpor right down, and then the narco berries will kick in and they'll take its torpor right back up. So and that way you've got the maximum speed of food decrease, which is what you want to tame. And there's my Giga, and I need to give it a name. First ever 150, accept. Level 224 female Giga. Success. Absolute success. I'm really happy with that. Excellent. So we got a tranq turret. So we've got the trap, and we've got a 150 Giga. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and see you again on Hellborn Games soon.